the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call live from Green Brain Comics, live on YouTube. Welcome everyone from all around the world. Welcome to the things that I have to say, to tell you. I have so many awesome comics to show you this week. These are all comics that are going to print on Monday at the latest. Let me talk a little bit about those. Every week we have one last chance to modify our final order numbers on the comics and graphic novels that are going to print now and arriving in 3 or so weeks. I am Dan Merritt, and I'm here to share this list of comics and books and give you one final chance to place your request before our final order deadline. And this is broadcast live from Studio G, version 5.0 in East Downtown Dearborn. Welcome to Last Call Live. We're going to start out today's program backwards from our normal progression of things. I want to mix things up, make things interesting. But first, we will start off in the browser. We're going to take you over to Comichub.com. This is your first portal to get into your account if you have an account set up through Green Brain Comics. On this page, you can go to the customer login and customer login to Shop Coming Soon. Well, once you're signed in. And the next page you'll see in after Shop Coming Soon is the carousels. The carousels are pretty cool. They are kind of your quick and easy way to get into the various sections. Let me get back to that view. Up in the top left, you see this, the current search. You got a search bar up at the top here. Got a couple of check boxes for if you want to see open to order variants and or gated variants, like 1 in 25 variants. You can shut those off if you're not interested. That's totally cool. You can do your searches. Those will come up in the top carousel here. This is by default everything that's in the new catalogs alphabetically from the February catalogs. The next carousel down is what we're going to be concentrating on mostly today. This is the last call for confirmed orders. This is everything that I'm going to order from before the weekend is over to make sure I have these comics in stock for the shelves and or for your accounts. Below that, we've got a couple of interesting tools, the publisher recommendations. We've got previews of some of these comics at the links on this carousel, upcoming things that may be of interest to you. And the bottom carousel is the next Wednesday's items. This is everything that's on order, everything that's coming in at the store this week. Oops, wrong view. This is everything that's coming into the store this week on Wednesday, February 6th. Is that it? February 8th, right. So let's go back up to last call for confirmed orders. This is fully alphabetical. You can go to view all on this, and at the top you'll see filters for getting directly to the stuff that you're interested in. The first filter is for publishers. You can go directly to them, as well as category, brand, genre, artist, writers. But I will take you on a guided tour through these items this week. I've spotlit a few things for last call for special items that I think I've already did the swipe for. We'll do it again. How dramatic. Okay, first thing on last call for special items this week. It's a very nice hardcover graphic novel adaptation of F. Scott Fitzgerald's classic novel, The Great Gatsby. This is adapted by Ted Adams with art by Jorge Cuello. This is a respectable $24.99 for a beautiful hardcover of this size. It's a decent page count. It comes from Clover Press, and it will be here in the store on May 24th. If you want to ensure your copy, make sure you get that order in by tomorrow night, Sunday night, 5 p.m. Next up is a facsimile edition of Darkwing Duck #1. This is the classic comic from, oh my gosh, back 94, something like that. Reprinted here graphically as a facsimile by Dynamite Entertainment. Cover price is $3.99. Ships on March 1st. Here's an interesting graphic novel that stands out from most. We'll call it a graphic album, being as it's coming from Humanoids. It's called Storyboarding for Wim Wenders. This is created by graphic novelist Stéphane Lamardelle and is published through Humanoids Incorporated, their Life Drawn imprint. By the way, these graphics are all available to you on Comichub, comichub.com. Cover price on this is $29.99. Ships on March 1st from Humanoids. Next up, a very cool graphic novel, very colorful, from James Kochalka for younger readers. It's his new Glork Patrol Volume 3. This is from one-time cartoonist laureate for New Hampshire, I think it was. James Kochalka and IDW Publishing. This comes in at $9.99 with a page count of 40 pages. Ships on March 15th. Fun. Very colorful stuff. Next up, we got another graphic novel from Z2 Comics. They've been putting out a lot of music-oriented material. This one focusing on the king of rock himself, Elvis, the graphic novel by Chris Miskevich and Michael Shelfer. This is from Z2 Comics, as I mentioned, 144 pages, $19.99, ships on March 1st. Get your orders in, I think this is by Monday, yeah. Get your orders in by tomorrow night for all this stuff. It's easiest. For everybody but DC Comics, I get an extra day. All right, next up is next to last on Last Call for Special Items. This is I Hate This Place, issue number 6. I'm pointing this out because it is a new story arc for this Image ongoing series by Kyle Starks and artist Artyom Tipolin. Number 6 ships on March 1st from Image Comics. And finally, in this week's Last Call for Special Items is a very special Disney 100 variant for Amazing Spider-Man 21. This is a tribute to the original Incredible Hulk #1 cover art. This is recreated by Vitaly Mangiatorti. Runs $3.99. This is not the default cover, and yes, it does not say Amazing Spider-Man. The interiors are the issue Amazing Spider-Man #21. I probably won't be getting a whole lot of these for the shelf, so if you're interested in this beautiful thing, make sure you get your special orders in by this Sunday at 5. And that does it for, yeah, we'll do that. And that does it for first call, last call for, wow, I screwed that all up. Is that right? That was Last Call for Special Items. I got that right. Hooray. I'm getting good at this. All right. Next up is Last Call for some more graphic novels. I'll go through these quick because there's a bunch of them. From Dark Horse Comics, we get Rhodey that collects the recent miniseries. Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is the complete Cosmic Ghost Rider by Donny Cates, put out by Marvel Comics, arriving on April 19th with a cover price of $49.99. And this Ron Lim cover. Another complete collection, Guardians of the Galaxy by Al Ewing. This collects that main series 1 through 18, the Rocket miniseries, and the Guardians of the Galaxy Annual 2021, all in a big giant collection, 576 pages, $49.99, ships on April 19th. Then we got a new printing of Iron Man Epic Collection Volume 15 called Doom. Classic art by Bob Layton. This includes the work of David Michelini, Bob Layton, Dwayne McDuffie, Paul Smith, and Herb Trimp. This is 472 pages at $44.99. Next, from Image Comics, we have Dark Ride, collecting the first storyline from that new series by Joshua Williamson and Andre Bresson, shipping on March 15th. Then we get the brand new original graphic novel that I guess should have gone in the Last Call for Special Items because this is very special. It is a brand new original graphic novel from the Superstar team, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. This will be in the crime genre and will be an original hardcover, I believe, for $24.99. Always beautiful things, always entertaining readings from Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Night Fever hardcover, shipping on June 14th. Ooh, here's a beautiful thing. The complete edition hardcover of Scumbag by Rick Remender and Roland Boschi. This has a page count of 424 pages with a cover price of $49.99. Get the complete collection of Seven Sons by Robert Wyndham and Jay Lee. Batman Fear State Saga. This is the complete thing, including all the one-shots and whatnots, by James Tynion IV and Jorge Jimenez, with a cover by Ben Oliver. But this is the first time it's off cover, and your last chance to order before it goes to print this Sunday. Let's see, then we get a Justice League Volume 1, collecting Brian Michael Bendis' first arc. Yes, in softcover for the first time. And Shazam! Power of Hope. This is a new hardcover treatment for this original graphic novel by Alex Ross. Came out several years ago, but is a classic and well-timed for the release of the Shazam movie. Then we have a Superman Space Age hardcover, collecting that recent 3-issue miniseries by Mark Russell and Mike Allred. And finally, from Last Call for Graphic Novels, we get Snowcat. Oops. No, I'm sorry. This is almost finally. We get Superman, the 85th Anniversary Collection, with this beautiful cover by Jim Lee, featuring original material, not original material, but reprint material by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, the original creators of Superman, as well as prime pickings from the history of Superman publishing over the last 85 years. Comes in at $49.99, ships on May 2nd, right before Free Comic Book Day. Hey, it's time for Last Call for... Oh, wait, no. Time for Last Call for the last graphic novel pick. That's right. Hey, look, it's Snowcat Prince, the one I almost told you about. This is from Oni Press by Dina Norland. Dina Norland. shipping on March 8th from Oni Press. Comes in at $14.99. What a beauty. Hey, it's last call for new printings. We get this new printing of Wakanda number 4. This is the second printing with art by Natasha Bustos on the cover. This is featuring the introduction of Kime. Next up in new printings, we get Action Comics 1051, a second printing. This is the first introduction of the dawn of the DC era. This is by Philip Kennedy Johnson and Dan Jurgens, with art by Rafa Sandoval, Marguerite Sauvage, and Lee Weeks. This new printing will ship on February 28th, about the same date as the next issue, 1052, which is also on order this week. I think that's it. There it is. Yeah, don't forget to get your orders in for the next new issue of Action Comics. All right, I hope I didn't screw up the order there. No, I didn't. Looky, it is the second printing of Batman Superman World's Finest number 11, the Jack White variant. This quickly sold out day of release. That's everything I have to show you on this view. I'm assuming the image on the left of your screen is the back cover. The image on the right of your screen is the front cover. I think that's the way it played out originally. But yeah, this is showing the full wraparound for the second printing. This will be a very interesting result. Make sure you get those orders in. I'm not sure how many I can order for the shelf. Batman Superman World's Finest number 11, shipping on February 28th. And here's an interesting new printing. This is called Flash 1 Minute War, Start the Clock. This reprints issues 790, 791, and 792 from the current Flash series, and the first parts of the storyline 1 Minute War. And finally, in last call for new printings, we have Lazarus Planet Assault on Krypton. This is a one-shot that shipped a couple weeks ago. I sold out pretty quickly on. We'll see what the demand is for this Lazarus Planet Assault on Krypton number 1, second print. Go over there. Yeah, next up we have last call for second issues. First thing I'd like to show you, using Comichub as a interesting tool here to show you full cover art. This is Where Monsters Lie number 2, with art by Peter Kowalski, written by Kyle Starks. Available from Dark Horse Comics on March 1st. Also, a new second issue in the popular new series Bloodline, Daughter of Blade, number 2 by Danny Lore and artist Karen S. Darbo, who also did the cover here. Get your orders in for Nightcrawlers number 2. This is a Sins of Sinister spin-off miniseries, written by Cy Spurrier, with interiors by Andrea DeVito, and this cover by Lionel Francis Yu. And we also get a second issue of Silver Surfer Ghostlight from Marvel Comics, John Jennings and artist Valentine Delandro, with this very nice cover by Torrin Clark. And finally, in last call for second printings, we have, last call for second issues. We have Star Wars Sana Staros #2 by writer Justina Ireland, with interiors by Perry Perez, and this beautiful cover by Ken Lashley. Star Wars Sana Staros ships on March 8th from Marvel Comics. And that's it for last call for second issues. Now it's time for last call for first issues. I'm moving this right along. Sorry if you're commenting. I should probably check to see if anybody's commenting. Oh, Katie commented. She's watching. Thanks for watching, Katie. You're swell. I'll send you an emoji. All right, enough making googly eyes at my wife. First up in last call for first issues, wondering what that new series is about, interested in the beautiful selection of variant covers. Last call for first issue is here with new series pitches. Get your orders in and rest assured it will be here for you on release day. From Ahoy Comics and creators Joanne Starrer and artist Elena Gogu, this is a new series called Gimmick #1, a hard-hitting action drama written by rising star Joanne Starrer and pro wrestling champ Shane Bryant's ring persona. His gimmick is forgettable. He's a nice guy, but his secret is more colorful. He has super strength. And when he punches a fist straight through his opponent's brain in front of 2.4 million horrified viewers, everything changes. Now Shane needs a new gimmick and a new life. Gimmick #1 with this beautiful cover by Erica Henderson from Ahoy Comics. We're taking orders for release on March 8th. Get those orders in this weekend through Comichub. Next up in last call for first issues, we get a new miniseries of Barbarella. This one called The Center Cannot Hold, written by Sarah Hoyt, with art by Riccardo Bogani, and this beautiful cover by Derek Chu. This has the distinction of having 24 different variant covers that I'm showing you scroll by here. They're all available for you to order, in some cases request if it's an incentive. But yeah, they're all there. Barbarella Center Cannot Hold, with 20 different covers from Dynamite Entertainment, shipping on March 1st with a cover price of $3.99. Next up is a new miniseries featuring DC and the Ruby crossover. This is written by Marguerite Bennett with interiors and a cover by Megan Hetrick. DC Ruby doesn't have a subtitle. Interesting. I think this is like the third crossover, so we'll call it DC Ruby 3. Featuring lots of swell covers on the side there. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This also from Megan Hetrick. DC Ruby 2. And from IDW, this week we get a new Star Trek miniseries called Defiant. Looks like this focuses on Worf and his crew and ship of Star Trek Defiant. I'm not sure if this is a miniseries. Hopefully it's an ongoing. Written by rising star writer Christopher Cantwell, with interiors by Angel Unzueto. I like this cover too by Malachi Ward. Worf's got a big giant head and inside of this multicolored tribal what's-it. Star Trek Defiant #1 on FOC this weekend. Get your orders in. Also, here's a new series from Dark Horse Comics originally published as a Comixology series from Scott Snyder and artist Francis Manipul. We get a 3-issue physical printing of it called Clear #1. This has a cover price of $4.99 with a page count of 56 pages. That's pretty good for that price. Clear #1. We get a couple different covers over here too. Ooh, that's the 1 in 10. Ooh, there's a Last Call variant. This is by Cliff Chang, artist of Paper Girls. That's on FOC this weekend. Next up, also from Dark Horse Comics, is Skull and Bones. This is in the world of the upcoming Ubisoft Skull and Bones game, a 3-issue miniseries by John Jackson Miller with interiors by Christian Rosado, and this covered by Pius Bach. And from Scout Comics, we get this new series called Granite State Punk. I read the preview for this. It's really interesting. It's got a very unique art and a pretty cool story. It's kind of a Hellblazer-y type thing, John Constantine in his punker days, but a little bit more current and relevant to today's angry youth. Granite State Punk by Travis Gibb and Patrick Buermeyer, shipping on March 15th. And also from Scout Comics, We Wicked Ones by L.J. Dewey and artist Paulo Mel. This cover by, of course, David Mack. Very pretty cover. Shipping on March 8th from Scout Comics. And from Image Comics, we get a new series from Jeff Lemire and Gabriel H. Walta, the team that brought you Sentient, an original graphic novel from a publisher, TKO. I remember words and letters. Phantom Road #1 from Jeff Lemire and artist Gabriel Hernandez Walta. We get a couple different variants. This is a mini series of undetermined length. We get this cover by Javier Fernandez. And this cover by Jeff Lemire. This will ship on March 1st. I'm taking orders through this weekend. Make sure to get them in through Comic Hub. If you don't have Comic Hub, you can send me your orders through email. It'll work. I'll take those orders. Next up, from Marvel Comics, we've got New Mutants Lethal Legion. This is a spin-off of the main New Mutants series featuring that new team composition. This is by the artist or the writer that did finish off that New Mutants series, named Charlie Jane Anders, featuring interior art by Enid Balaam, and this cover by Javier Fernandez. Also from Marvel Comics, Predator #1 by Ed Brisson and artist Anitho Diaz, with this cover by Giuseppe Camuncoli. This is a new series. Ooh, we got this pretty cover. Oh, it's a 1 in 25 by Paulo Sequeira. I don't know if I'll get that. Don't count on it. Ooh, we get this open order variant by Bjorn Behrens. And, ooh, that 1 in 50. I'm not getting that one. And this one looks kind of funny. Oh, that's #2. I'm getting ahead of myself. Next up on Last Call for First Issues, X-23. This is a facsimile edition of their very first issue from 2005 by creators Craig Kyle and artist Billy Tan, with this Billy Tan cover. X-23 #1 facsimile edition, running $3.99. Coming out on March 8th. And finally, on Last Call for First Issues, this is the debut of the new X-23 miniseries, Deadly Regenesis, Assassin or X-Man, The Deadly Days of X-23. Laura Kinney, a.k.a. X-23, was cloned from Logan and trained by the facility to be a deadly assassin. Even as she tries to put that life behind her, forces will try to drag her back, and she'll fight them tooth and claw, beset by new enemies as well as old favorites, and set during X-23's days as a member of the X-Men and X-Force, when she walked away from the island of Utopia to find where she truly belongs. Join us for an all-new story in the fan-favorite saga of Laura Kinney. We get this interesting cover by Elena Casagrande. Ooh, a pretty cover by Edgar Salazar with the Women's History Month variant. All kinds of variants are available for you to order this book on Comichub, comichub.com. Sync up with your account through Green Brain Comics. We'll set you up. We'll take your orders. We'll get your books in. It'll be awesome. This thing will come out on March 8th and is our final last call for single issues. Oh, where am I? Here I am. All right, so let's see. That wraps up our spotlight on Last Call for confirmed orders. Remember, the deadlines on Last Call for confirmed orders are Sunday at 5 p.m. for DC Comics and Monday at 5 p.m. for everything else. Let's see if I can get over there. Yeah, that's the thing I need. All right. Remember that? Yeah, we remembered that. So let's see. BrainScan is the next thing I'll talk about. Yes. Don't forget, BrainScan, our new comic preview live stream, will be on Tuesday at 6:30 right here on YouTube. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to get those notifications. The next thing that's happening at the store is backing up. There we are. Brain Candy. It's the third Monday of every month. This month, it's Monday, February 20th at 7 p.m. We will also live stream that right here through YouTube. This is featuring different visual artists, poets, prose writers, and musicians each month, curated by the Emerging Writers Network and brought to you by Green Brain Comics. We are so proud to have this program every month featuring the best, brightest, newest, freshest, most tenured, excellent creators in the Detroit area. I hope you can join us on February Monday 20th. All right. That's it for Last Call Live. Thanks for joining us, broadcasting live from Studio G in Green Brain Comics, smack dab in the middle of beautiful East Downtown Dearborn. Last Call live streams most weeks on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock. Be sure to check out our other live stream that I just told you about. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On Twitter, we are Green Brain CMX, and you can shop our store at greenbraincomics.com. Can't shop there. We've got a link to our shopping cart on greenbraincomics.com. We'll get you more information there. We are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, y'all. Had fun. See you Tuesday night.